Thank you, Kelvin. First up, Jeff Jones, you got the first question.
Awesome. Thank you. Kevin, a moment ago, Jake was here and he told us that everybody showed up the day after the Arizona State game with a chip on their shoulder, determined to get the run game back. Could you feel that? And if so, what gives you confidence? What have you seen over the past few days that leads you to believe it's back?
Yeah, like you said, we didn't put our best foot forward in that game, and the biggest thing Coach Sark wanted us to kind of emphasize was the run game, and I feel like we didn't do that. So we definitely had a chip on our shoulder for sure, because I know we're better than what we showed on that field. So it definitely gave us a sense of wanting to go out and practice and do better. So we've been doing that. We've been executing very well in practice. We've been kind of just showing we're locked in and focused on the game plan.
Next question is going to come from Dan Hope. Dan, go ahead.
Hey, Kelvin, Ohio State had 8 sacks in its last game. Just what stands out to you when you watch the film about their pass rush?
Yeah, just physical rushers. Not one of their guys take a play off. They give maximum effort every time. So just guys who are gonna put their best foot forward for their team and give maximum effort for you. So I'll say that kind of just sums up their rushers in one word.
Your next question is going to come from Bill Rabinowitz. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, Calvin, a very similar question, just specifically about Jack Sawyer and JT Tuimoloau. What makes them so tough to go against, and what kind of challenge is that for you?
Yeah, they're great rushers. Like I said, they like to press the pocket very well. They can they have a high motor, so it's not like you're gonna block them and then they stop and not try to chase the quarterback. They do all that. They have good counter moves to give you if the first move don't work. So they're just high motor rushers and just me being locked in on the techniques that Coach Flood has taught me to make sure I do my best to block those two guys.
Your next question is going to come from Corey Mose. Go ahead, Corey.
Hey, Kelvin, how you doing? Just wanted to ask about the heart of a champion, right? That was a conversation before the Georgia game. Y'all described the Bulldogs as that. And so I'm wondering, after the Arizona State matchup, do you feel like that was y'all's heart of a champion moment?
Oh yeah, sir. You can say that because like I said before, we didn't kind of come out there and put our best foot forward as a team. We felt like we left a lot out there on the table that you want to get back, but at the end of the day, you can't. The game is a game and it happens, but it definitely shows the heart that we have as a team to go out there and no matter the adversity that we faced in those moments, we came out and pulled through at the end.
Your next question is going to come from Chip Brown. Go ahead, Chip.
Kelvin, the last time you all were underdogs was going to Alabama last year. Do you get the same sense of resolve amongst your teammates, knowing that you're the team that's being counted out in this game?
I mean, you can say so, yeah. Anytime I feel like anytime any football team is counted out and going into a game, it definitely puts a chip on their shoulder to want to go out there and prove people wrong. But at the end of the day, we treat every week the same. We kind of come in every week with the same mindset. We try to make sure we have that same mentality of going out there and want to go dominate, no matter if we're the favorite team or if we're not.
Your next question is going to come from Kurt Bowles. Go ahead, Kurt.
Hey, Kelvin, Bert Auburn struggled a little bit with his kicking. What's going on with him since the Peach Bowl, and how do you get his confidence back?
I mean, that's it's not a kind of a question for me. It's kind of a question for Coach Banks. But Bert's been himself. He's he's been himself. I don't think any athlete. People go through slumps. I mean, I've had slumps before where stuff happens. You kind of just got to move on from it and just brush off. But Bert, he's been doing fine. He's been doing good in practice, and you know what I'm saying. His confidence doesn't like his went away at all. So we trust him as a team, and we believe in his ability to go out there and make field goals.
Your next question is going to come from Terry Middleton. Go ahead, Terry.
Calvin, so as a team, you guys throughout the whole entire season have always, every game you try to get better, fix the mistakes, and so on. Against Clemson, you guys had 2 penalties. Coach Sarkisian talked about that was a result of a come to Jesus meeting. But I'm just curious, how do you guys go into practice? Like, for example, this week, you guys are self-motivated. You probably need a come to Jesus meeting, but how are you guys working on that aspect of the game to lessen or refine not as many penalties?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of starts up front with the O line, if you want to be honest. Pre snap penalties and stuff like that. That's stuff that puts you behind the sticks and kind of makes it harder for you to go out there and go score and put drives together. So things like that just has to stop. I mean, it's stuff we do in practice, where we get in practice. We don't have the same mistakes. So it's just that moment of staying calm, being calm in the field of play, and just understanding what your job is and not kind of getting too over excited or too over emotional, because that's when you start having pre-snap penalties as such.
Your next question is from Kurt Bowles.
Yeah, I was just curious about the mindset of the team. Did the way y'all win bolster your confidence, or blowing the 16-point lead hurt your confidence? How'd y'all react to those?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it hurt our confidence at all. We understood, kind of understanding what we did during that game, and just at the end of the day, you're here for a reason. Arizona State was here for a reason, so we kind of just go in there and think we're gonna play our best game. But obviously, no game is gonna be perfect. So we go in, we win. Okay, now it's time to go back and fix the mistakes. So at the end of the day, we just gotta look at that and learn from those mistakes, and then and bring it to the next game.
All right. If you have, Kurt, do you have a follow-up question?
No, I'm good.
Thank you. Our next question is going to come from Chip Brown.
Hey, Kelvin, what does it mean to this team to be playing this game in the state of Texas, just rolling up I-35?
Yeah, it means a lot. It means a lot to us, especially just because it's kind of like you're playing a home game in a sense. Kind of just want to defend your state, just defend the state of Texas. So just going in there and knowing like, hey, you don't have to travel far. Kind of like in your backyard. So it means a lot to us, and just we want to go out here and execute and just play hard for our fans and play hard for our teammates.
And the last time you were in Jerry World, it was for
Mm.
the Big 12 championship. So, any good vibes from that?
Yeah, you could say so. It's always a good vibe when you go into a stadium that you've won in before.
All right. We still got a couple more questions for you, Kelvin. Hang in with us. Jeff Howe is your next question. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, Kelvin, I just wondered for you personally, what have the last, kind of 6 weeks, I guess, been like from, dealing with the injury against A&M, and then you got the award circuit, then you're right back into the playoff, and now you're into January in the semifinals. Just kind of how this whole whirlwind for you this last 6 weeks been.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. Kind of some highs, some lows, but at the end of the day, you just got to kind of focus on what you have going on at the moment, and that was kind of the team in that point. People go through stuff. Not everybody around this time is 100% healthy, so you just got to have that in the back of your mind going into the game, and just understanding like, yeah, you win these awards, but the big goal is definitely to win a national championship for a team. I mean, the awards are great, but at the end of the day, I feel like when you win collectively as a team, it means it means a whole lot more.
Next question is going to come from Corey Most. Go ahead, Corey.
Yeah, Kelvin, going back to that conversation about playing at AT&T Stadium and then, just playing in Mercedes-Benz twice now, what are the benefits of playing these big games in stadiums that y'all all are familiar with?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of benefits. Kind of you just being used to the atmosphere, you being used to what it will sound like when the stadium is packed, how the turf feels, just different things like that that not many people may think impacts you or may impact you going to the game. But it's definitely something that you kind of have in the back of your mind, and just it's a good thing to kind of have that opportunity to have been played in the stadium before, not going into a new environment.
Right. I think we got one more for you. Yes, we do. One more for you from Andrew Gillis.
When you look at Ohio State's defense, obviously they're very talented, but their offense has jumped on teams pretty quick. What do you guys have to do to stay on script offensively to kind of avoid that hole that their offense can put you guys' defense in?
Yeah, just to win on first and second downs. I feel like that's the biggest thing for us right now is winning on first and second downs. Like not getting behind the sticks early on in the downs. That kind of helps us out by staying on the field to help the defense out as well by getting their rest and things like that. So just making sure we stay in front of the sticks on schedule and just having that mentality of wanting to run the ball as well. So I feel like if we get all that stuff worked out, I feel like we'll do pretty good.
Hey, Kelvin, thanks for joining us today.
Yes, sir. Thank you.